Weirdo, psycho, nutter. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you, except that they can, and they do. As jarring as these words are in this context, they are words used regularly to stigmatise those with mental illnesses. My name is Chloe Tyler, and as a social psychology student, I imagine a society where young people feel free to discuss their mental illness without fear of being stigmatised. But because of mental illness stigma, young people take on average a year before telling anyone that they are having these problems. Now, this is a long time to suffer in silence and alone. Now, there are several approaches to tackling stigma. At one end of the scale, there's intergroup contact, developed in the 1950s. This is where people spend time with members of an outgroup. In this instance, that would be those with mental illnesses, and get to know them. And works because the in-group members, those without mental illnesses, take on the perspective of this outgroup and increase their empathy towards them. Now, on the other end of the scale, for situations where it's not possible to bring groups together, so for instance between the Catholics and the Protestants in Northern Ireland, imagined intergroup contact was developed. But evidence shows that this method lacks the experience of contact and that the effects are not as strong or long-lasting. So what I've developed and proposed in my thesis is a simulated form of contact that bridges the original face-to-face and the imagined contact. It uses social psychological theory, theatre and a specially written script in order to help young people act and experience what it's like to be a member of the mentally ill group affected by stigma, effectively stepping into their shoes. My simulated experiential intergroup contact works. The students who've taken part in rehearsals with my script have improved their attitudes and their behaviours. So my research is an attempt to demonstrate that my method works empirically to see if I can hone the script, the message and the process so that it can be taken into schools to help reduce public as well as self-stigma. I plan to do this in a 3-year longitudinal randomised control trial comparing my experiential intergroup contact with other modes of contact and a control. My research is novel. I'm combining social psychology with theatre in order to create a simple, effective and scripted stigma reduction method that can be adapted according to age, demographics and eventually even the target group of contact. I hope to make the use of words such as weirdo, psycho and nutter a thing of the past. Thank you.